There we go. Alan, first of all, I mean, how good has this summer overall been, do you think, for GB?
I think for GB as a whole, as a family, it's been amazing. You know, the biggest difference I've noticed this year than previous years is the support. You know, and the support on social media, the messages. It seems like for the first time I've experienced, and I've been in the system with the national team, with the England national team for the past 9 years. And this is the first summer I've really felt like the support has been incredible and coming from all different angles, which is very, very refreshing. And it gives us a good boost. It makes us feel valued, which is everybody wants to be valued at the end of the day, but it also gives the players more confidence on the court. So we definitely reap the benefits in terms of our performance with all the support we're getting from everywhere.
Mark Clark told me about all right, there's not a lot we can do in terms of resources, but there's been a baby step towards a cultural change, everybody helping each other out. What are the examples that you're seeing in your role this summer?
Well, I think, you know, it comes first and foremost probably from the staff. Like in terms of the staff I had with me this year, you know, everybody went above and beyond. Everybody put in the extra hours between camp, and I think that was a common trend amongst all the national teams, speaking with James Veer with the 16s and Matt Harbour with the 16 girls and Vanessa with the 18 girls. You know, the work that the staff put in between the camps, nobody really sees that. Nobody sees the daily grind at home at midnight where you're planning for camps that are coming up in 2 months, or you're trying to find ways to get players to buy into the system, and you're spending time on the phone with players in the month of November while you're driving home from work just to build a relationship with these guys in order to get the best out of them 6 months down the line. Nobody sees that, and I think that's probably something people don't know and don't need to know, but that's incredible when you actually peel it back and you look back on the amount of work people put in. But to answer your original question, which was, I've lost the trail of thought right now. Cultural change. I think the cultural change, I don't know if there has been a massive cultural change. I can't particularly say that about myself or my staff, because we've always kind of, you know, our goal has always been to pursue excellence in every moment and kind of be the best version of ourselves. That's never changed for us. And I worked with Andreas about 5 years ago, and it was the same process then. I think maybe that's just become a bit more widespread, or maybe it's become a bit more known. There's no doubt from the seniors down to the under-15 development squad that every coach and player is trying to pursue excellence in themselves and collectively as a team. But I think now it's maybe just more widespread with social media, with you guys getting behind us a lot more with the Twitter handle and with Instagram pictures and all that stuff, and more interviews like this, for example. I think that's the biggest change. I think the culture has always been brewing, ready to flourish. But I think you need a platform like this for it to be contagious across more than just us, more than just the staff or the players or the federation. So now when we open up what we do to the rest of the country, I think that culture starts to flourish, and I think that's been the biggest change I've noticed this year as well.
A couple of quick questions about your team. What impressed you most about your squad?
Most impressive thing by far was their bravery. And it's something I told the 32 guys that turned up to the first camp, and then our first GB camp in June, with the 20 guys that turned up to that one. I told them I'm looking for 12 players who are brave. I'm not too concerned about your skill set, your strength and conditioning right now, because if you're not brave and you're not willing to be vulnerable and take yourself out of your comfort zone, your skill set doesn't matter. So the one thing about my team this year, and I think we create an environment for them to manage their mistakes, to feel free to make a mistake. So we gave them the tools and the provisions to recalibrate themselves in those moments. Just their fight and bravery and never quit mentality was awesome. I found this team really contagious. I thanked them at the end of the Euros for allowing me to coach them the way I did. And they opened up themselves and got out of their comfort zone, which was awesome. And they did that on a daily basis.
And Division A next year, I mean, what do you think this group of players, it's obviously going to be a different group next year because of the tight age limits, but you know, what can they do realistically?
You know, it's an interesting question. It's something that's been on the back of my mind, or more to the front of my mind now, I guess, now that we've kind of got over the Euros 2 weeks ago, that I would like to set a target that, if you're talking about a performance target, then I would like us to be in the top 8. And after that, anything can happen.
And no men's team has done that for GB.
No, somebody has to do it, so why not us? You know, and we'll approach it with that mindset, we'll approach it with that mentality. But that won't be a goal I'll share with the players. I will never share that goal with the players. The only target I'll give them is to give more than they've given yesterday. And every day we'll ask them to do that. And if we do that, I believe the score will take care of itself. And we will arrive where we're supposed to arrive, depending on our planning, our preparation, and what everybody gives to the cause. The score will take care of itself after that.
Wonderful stuff.